Here's your WNEM TV5 News Update.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Chet Davis, and here's a look at the top stories we're following tonight. Michigan lawmakers introducing recommendations for next year's budget. The budget recommendation totals $83.5 billion, including a general fund total of over $15 billion and a school aid budget totaling over $21 billion. The budget would increase the amount of money districts get for students by nearly $400 per student. It also proposes a $50 million deposit to the Budget Stabilization Fund, which would bring the rainy day fund balance to nearly $2.3 billion by the end of next year. Reintroduced federal legislation could make way for wolf hunting in the state. Two members of Congress from Wisconsin brought forward the Pet and Livestock Protection Act, which would return wolf management to individual states and remove the gray wolf from the endangered species list. Opponents of the legislation say while the wolf population in Michigan has recovered, the same is not true for other states. A report from the Michigan DNR says there's a minimum of 762 wolves in the UP. A new survey for the Lower Peninsula is currently in the works. With millions of football fans around the globe set to watch the Super Bowl this Sunday, the Michigan Gaming Control Board is urging people to bet responsibly. With over 225 million Americans able to legally bet on the big game, the Gaming Board says it's important to start by setting a budget. Make sure you use an authorized sports book and understand the rules of that platform you're using. They emphasize that sports gambling is a form of entertainment and should not be seen as a, quote, surefire way to make money. Now here's Chris with your first alert forecast.
It looks like we're dry this evening, but a chance for snow and a wintry mix moves in late tonight, primarily after midnight. It does look like mostly snow and sleet for us here in mid-Michigan. And one thing you'll notice on our hour-by-hour forecast here, not quite as much pink showing up now compared to earlier in the week. Reason being that freezing rain threat seems to be more and more limited locally, and a slightly better chance off to our south. We do expect to dry out pretty quickly with this system as well, so amounts are expected to remain rather light, which is another reason we have pulled back a little bit on the first alert weather day. We still expect temperatures to come up above freezing tomorrow, which is certainly going to help out any roads that may be slick in the morning. And you can clearly see, based on the latest ice projections, the heaviest amounts are expected to be closer to I-94. Your snow predictor is a snow and sleet predictor this time around. Could we see some combination accumulations of both forms of precipitation up to around an inch or so? I think it's possible, but most areas will probably check in with less. As far as our winds, we expect those to be breezy tomorrow. I would expect some wind gust potential to be closer to around 30 and 40 miles per hour after we see winds calm down tonight and into tomorrow morning. So just know that it is going to be a windy day. Now, we do have a new first alert weather day for Saturday. Accumulating snow is expected to move in for the afternoon and the evening. That snow will keep on rolling right through Saturday night before pulling away from us on Sunday morning. Your forecast for the next 7 days shows temperatures will stay pretty steady in the 20s after tomorrow. Looks like next week a bit drier.
Remember to tune into WNEM TV5 on air and online 24/7 for the latest news, weather, and information.